What's up, guys? Greenchili, and today we're going to do a Transmog showcase. As your host, Greenchili, we'll show you guys some awesome Transmogs that you can get for your Shaman and other characters out there on World of Warcraft. So anyways, oops, hang on. Why did I stop dancing? Hang on. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys how to get these awesome Transmogs for your character in World of Warcraft. And today we're going to show you guys the awesome Firelord Kingpit, I meant. But man, this set, I must say, this one actually is the one I worked the hardest to make sure that this set looks fucking badass. You literally are a fucking Firelord's little man. If Ragnaros were to have a son or a daughter, this will be it. Because this armor set looks fucking awesome. It has a nice little torches on there, and it looks really awesome as the fiery dean. You can see the axe has like glowing fire. Everything is fucking fire. I mean, it's freaking hot. I tell you. Hot tamales. Anyways, I'll show you guys how to get them, and starting with the helmet. The helmet is actually dropped from the cache of Firelands, and weirdly enough, Ragnaros the Firelord drops it too. If you do it on heroic mode, of course. And doesn't matter how drop rate is on either difficulty, because the difficulty is 9%. So you might be grinding on this for a while. And the boss fight takes a little while, especially if you just one-shot the boss, because it has different phases you go through before going underground, gives you the chest, or in heroic mode, Cenarius, Malfurion, and Torn guy will then summon him out of the freaking hole, and then you kill him off from there. Unless you put a debuff on him that falls damage over time, then yes, he will die from it before anything happens. And then you loot from him, and if he doesn't drop it, whatever, do it again next time. Or if you have another character with them that can wear mail, do on that character. So that's why I love all ults. Just for the fun, and also loot. Awesome. Now shoulder pads, you might be wondering, these shoulder pads look pretty awesome, right? And to get these shoulder pads, you gotta get it from the vendor in Ashran. So yeah, go back to Draenor, everyone's favorite expansion, which is located right here on the Storm Shield. And if you look, hang on, sorry, my nose is like a little itchy, so I'm just a little sick. Anyways, the vendor over here is located right over here, and the vendor is Ingrid Black Ingot, and he sells it for 2 marks of honor. If you love PvP, or if you do want to do, if you're doing Legion still, you can do some world quests, which tend to be like located over here. I mean, there's different wool ones, depends on your faction, but it doesn't matter because marks of honor is battle account wide, so you can give it to your shaman, and your shaman can buy it for himself. I mean, seriously, it's a very awesome set, and you definitely should get these shoulder pads, for especially, and the chest and the kilt, which is kind of funny because it looks like a full set, just the robe itself, but it's actually just the chest and the kilt. Who knew? And the chest piece we're gonna start with is actually dropped from the Archaven the Stone Watcher, which is from Wrath of the Lich King, and it can be, let's see, where is it? Which can be from Witch's Ring. So you gotta make sure you do this run, and he has a chance of dropping the chest piece. And of course you have to do this on heroic mode, so do that. See, heroic, I meant 10 men normal. Ugh. And the chest piece takes, I mean, in general, if Winter Spring is not taken over by your fellow alliance, then you're looking for a while to reclaim it. I mean, right now you can do it with your max level, and the chance of getting it is 1.8%. Either you get it or you don't. And this can be set for the kilt, as the kilt itself is actually from the same Watcher. Yeah, who would have guessed? And yes, he dropped from the same one. And the drop rate for the kilt from the same boss is actually pretty much an unknown, from I could tell from Wowhead. So it's kind of hard to say what's the drop rate, but it's definitely probably the same drop rate as the chest piece. So you just gotta be very low. Anywho, let's move on to the belt. Before you even go inside the raid, make sure you buy the belt from the vendor that's also found Winter Spring. And Winter Spring in the raid itself can be found north raid way over here, right close to the entrance. And near the entrance, you might find a vendor next to a ram that's on a ram or a mammoth. Well, one of them, well, I forgot where's the name, but his name is definitely the Marshal Magruder, and it just costs 1 mark of honor to get the belt. And the reason I chose this belt in particular, because this belt has a very nice little bloodlust on there. I mean, let's be honest, you use heroism, but you do like the icon of bloodlust for some reason, so it's a nice shoulder pad to go for it. And also, it could be just represent the Ragnaros, but it's Shaman, why not? Now the Brazers, which I chose this particular because it has a nice little gold feel to it, and these wrists are called the Veterans Link Brazers, which can also be sold by 2 vendors. The first vendor is going to be from Outlands on Twisty Net, which can be sold by in Area 52 by the vendor of I See the Clutch, sold for 1 mark of honor. But if you don't want to spend your mark of honor, then you have another option, which all you do is go to Shattered City, take the teleport inside the little Terrace of Light, which will actually take you all the way over here to the vendor that's located somewhere around here. And the vendor will actually name Carey, and Carey sells it for 47 gold. Very freaking cheap. It doesn't mean it's not worth it. I mean, if you're a really suck at making gold, but let's be honest, it's very cheap. And even for me, I don't play the auction house too much, and I can say that's fucking cheap. I mean, why the fuck not? Buy it before it's too late. Yeah, well, it might not be too late. Who knows? Anywho, let's move it onwards. Is the weapon. Oh, actually, matter of fact, let's talk about the shoes. Which these shoes, you might be thinking they're from the same set, like the kilt and pants, but nope, it's actually different. These shoes, in particular, are actually dropped from, not even dropped, I meant sold by Garrus, the Naru that's found in the Terrace of Light. So even before buy the wrists, oops, wrong area. You better make sure you go to the Terrace of Light, and before you even teleport to get the Brazers, talk to the purple Naru that's on the top level, which is like the little round circle level there. Talk to the Naru, which should be around here, and you just can buy it for a good amount of like 73 gold. So a little more expensive, but still fucking cheap. So yeah, just get your little boots. They look handy dandy indeed. And now let's move on to the weapons. The weapons look freaking badass. And to get this axe in particular requires you to actually talk to a vendor in Ashran again. You know, the best expansion ever. And go to the same different vendor this time, named Holly McTilla. And she sells it for 5 marks of honor. A little more expensive than the others, but it's pretty much worth it once you do get your hands on this axe. So make sure you get your little fiery axe. And the shield, however, is going to be a little difficult, because it does require you to go through a Chasm raid. And the Chasm raid is cloaking and bring step bits. As you go, instead of going to, because it's based on the top of the mountain where you find the cliff. And the cliff is kind of based on the old Blackwing Slayer, but Chasm version. And the shield can be dropped from Navarian. It has a 14% drop rate. Of course, this requires you to actually beat all the bosses. That means you have to beat the defense system, the Magma, Atramidas, Chimera, Malarak, and then finally Navarian. And you have to do this on heroic mode, which is not only extra gold, but also you're getting the shield. And that's how you get the shield pretty quick. And it's 14% drop rate, so you just gotta be a little bit lucky, but it shouldn't be that bad. And I must say that this set is my proudest set ever. It looks amazing, and I would have put a cape on it, but it's too good for the cape. It's too good. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I must say, I'm sorry about the the interrupt on the videos because I'm a little sick. I got a little sniffles and a little cough, and I drank earlier a little bit of juice, which kind of made my burp a little bit. So, anywho's, I did nail the video. Thank you guys for watching. Had a wonderful day. Until next time, guys. See ya. Do 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 do.